You're doing Ralfy here, Ralfy Customs. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I'm not actually at the workshop. That's because it's the weekend, so I put together a bit of a weekend special. We've done a bit of tinkering in the last couple of days, and I thought I'd share it with you. Let's do it. On the Model T Ford from last week, so it's actually Saturday morning. We don't normally work on a Saturday morning, but we need to get on, so I'm making some I'm going to make some sockets that this tube's going to go into that's going to form the mudguard stay. These sockets are going to weld to the plate that bolts to the chassis. I just think that's a much neater way of doing it. So what I need to do is I've cleaned up the outside off camera. It's steel stock, and I'm going to run a 16mm hole through the middle of it, like so. We've just centered it up. We'll put the pilot through, and then look, see what I've got in the way of 16mm drill bits. I had someone ask about running suds, coolant, like when I machine it, and I do, but I don't often film it because it makes a fucking mess. So because I'm going all the way through with this 10mm, I think this drill bit. Then I'll have a bit of suds on there, like just to keep it cool. Right, so here's the 16. There we go. Oh yeah, I love that. Now each one of these is going to be 35mm long, so I don't need to worry about going all the way through at this time. As long as I go longer than 35mm with this drill bit. Look how curly red is coming off. You can't see off camera, but the fucking right mess. They're probably getting tangled up with everything. Right, where are we? That's 25, coming up to 30 now. That's 30mm gauge. We'll go through a bit more. And then we'll pass it off at 35mm long. Right, we actually made it all the way through. So, we'll just break that edge. And then we'll switch out a tool in and get a parting tool in. Right, with that measured up, I've just locked the fucking saddle off. Hold on. Bear with. Lock the saddle off. Crack it up. Get some fucking suds on it. Send it. You can see the suds flying off every fucking way. You see what I mean about it making a right mess? But it does enjoy it. It does cut well like with it. So I love that. There you go, there's one. And we'll spin it round and sort the other end out. Happy days. Righto, we're at the mighty Meddings. Thanks to our Jason, and we're just going to drill these base plates out. We've got there's supposed to be a return spring in there, and it's broken. So this is a bit of a faff light, but it's well alright, it's fine. I've got another one, another Meddings, but the drill's spring's not the fucking same, so there you go. Anyway, let's get these drilled out. Here we go on the Insomnia Trail. If you can't beat it, work with it. So it's 12 o'clock in the fucking morning on a Sunday, and we're just dropping in the workshop. There's a few things I need to look at on my dyno before I make some purchases, and I'm going to do a little bit more on what you've just seen me drilling those brackets and maybe a little bit of welding, like so. Here we go. Righto, so that's those plates drilled, and we've marked up where these sockets need to go, and I think we'll have Mrs. Tiggywinkle on the case, and we'll get those ticked on there. Okie fucking dokie. So that's them welded. Now these tubes will then jerky camera. They'll go in there, look. Well, come on. Try not to move the camera too much. That's got a burr on the end. Oh fuck. Hold on, bear with. Hey, great cinematography this is. So they go in there like that. Yeah. And then they'll bend where they need to fucking go to catch the fender, really. So, and they bolt on the chassis, you'll see that next. And then we have bendy bender, which is going to be the interesting bit. Right, we're going to totally pivot now. We're going to totally go and drop on another job, because that's how we roll. So, let's cut a bit of this 1-inch stainless. It's not the happiest stuff in the world to cut. We're going to take it nice and steady. Come on, boom. There you go. So let's get this over to the lathe and get the ends dressed up. Righto, so we'll get in and just space that off. Right. Now I won't break the edge and deburr it, because we need to give it a measure, and we want between 55 and 60 mil. And that is bang on 64. So 4 mil off the end. Yeah, we'll set 4 mil off this end. So let's get it clamped up. Get a digital readout turned on. And come in. Right. We'll touch on 0 a readout, and we know we want to go 4 mil this way, look. Come on, baby. There's 3.9. Have that off. Move out to 4. Cheers and thanks for coming. So, set a burr off. It's gonna be nasty stuff, this fucking stainless. Just gently set a burr off. And break that edge. Sorted. So that is fucking on. Yeah, that's what we need. So here's what we're doing, look. These are the ape hangers that are going on my dyno. I bought them off eBay when I did my Triumph, 16-inch, a bit too tall for the Triumph. But more importantly, how they've been made, the straight bit at the bottom here, where your risers go, is too fucking narrow for standard width risers. So if I'm going to use them, I need to widen that, and that'll make the bars a little bit wider, which is fine. So I've got some stainless that matches the stainless they're made of. And we're going to cut them in half, basically, and put a piece in. Now, my thing I'm not sure about is just wires run down. So I'm going to put a sleeve inside with this on, and I'm worried that the sleeve's going to stop the fucking wires from passing through. So I'm going to have to fettle at the end of the sleeve. Let's see what we can do. So here's what we're going to make. Going to make this slug. These are 2 different thicknesses. The new bit is thinner than the old bit, but we don't need to worry about that because we're sleeving it, so all will be good. We're going to make this look. It's a slug with skinny ends and a fat middle, and that'll sit tight on that, well, nicely on that, and nicely on there. I've had a look through my materials, and I've not got anything close, so we're going to machine this bit of fucking 32 mil down to 22.5, so we're going to take a mil off this, 10 mil off this, fucking hell, and then bore it out and step it down. I just want to work out how far up, how long these need to be, and then we can get over to the lathe. Right, quick change of plan. We're going to put a wider piece in. Reason being, where the joins are, where the welds are going to be, will then drop right in the middle of the risers, so you won't see them. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have to tick these up, planish them. It's a good word, isn't it? and polish them out so you can't see the join, and it's going to be a lot of work, to be fair. But if I place the joins where the risers are, happy days. So this thing's going to be longer than I first imagined, yeah, but it is what it is. I think that's a far better way of doing it. We've got that chucked up and supported with this rotating centre, live centre. Oh, hold on, just check, there we go, check my feeds. And we need to machine the outside of it down to 22.5 mil. So let's see where we're at. We'll run a cut and then we'll use that to set digital readout so we know what size we're on, and we are on, oh fucking hell, do it without banging the calipers. It's all very well this fucking middle of the night working, but fucking freezing. 28.58, so I'll set my readout to that and then we'll get it ogged off down to 22.5. Alright, 28.58. I reckon we can take 40 thou at a time, can't we? Which is 2 mil cut, like. Sorry, 1 mil cut. So if we go 26.4, let's see what that does. So far so good. We're not chipping though. I've got some Shirley Temples coming off. Here we go, look at that. Chip City. I'll try and get this to focus a bit better for you. There you go. So we'll run that down. That's 40 thou depth of cut. Running at 750 ripums. Just a bastard. There, right there. I've just got one. Ow! Get out! Fuck off! Down my fucking shirt. Well, stand back. Stand back. Stand back. We'll keep hogging this off, and you can join me when we're nearer the side. So here we go. Last cut city. A little bit of lube. Just a dab of lube, because that's what separates us from the animals. Check out the merchandise in the description below. We'll send this and that'll give us the big size, and then we'll machine this end down to 21.5 and probably fucking part it off and spin it around, I think.
Don't forget folks, our Fuck Stock stickers are now available in our Etsy store, link in the description below. Fuck Stock, you know it makes sense.
Right, with that done, we're up this end, look. I'm going to touch on there and zero our digital readout, and we want this to be 21.5, so bear with. We'll set us to 21.5 and we need to go along 25 mil. Here we go. And this will be the little step down that goes in the existing handlebars. 25 mil is quite a chunk actually, looking at that, isn't it? Bigger than it looks on the paper, which is unusual. Here we go, 25, fucking happy days. So, I'll break that edge. And I'll probably saw the other end off. Oh, I don't know about parting it off because it's on a fucking thingy. I might as well chuck it in the bandsaw. Chop the fucker off and machine it down to length, and then do this step thing, and you can join me when I'm boring the hole out the middle. So we've faced that, we've cut it, faced it, machined it down, same as the other ends. Looks like a bit like a fucking magic wand, and not that kind, ladies. What I need to do is put a 16mm hole up its bum, and now with it being stainless steel, I am going to approach this task with a little trepidation, to be fair. So I'm going to steadily, I'll be fucked if the problem is, what I'm babbling on trying to say is that it's too long for my drill bit, so I need to do a channel tunnel and go each end, go from each end. And if I snap a fucking bit off in the end of it, that'll be game over, because I can't drill it through from the other side. Anyway, so I've been talking, we've got our centre drilled, and now we've got a 10mm pilot drill. I'm going to put the water on. get some suds on it, because this is going to get fucking warm. So, all I'm going to do really is send this. Go as deep as I can with this, nice and steady. There we go, we've cut through where the centre drill was, now we're cutting proper, and it's okay. Even with the flood coolant on, we won't be reaching the very tip of it on a consistent basis, because we're not flooding it proper like, so we'll have it out every now and again. Look, shove it back in, and then go again. And we'll repeat that until we get up to the hilt, if you know what I mean, boys. And now we return with the 16mm. Now, again, we need a bit of trepidation. Nice and steady. I'm hoping it stops being a squealer once we get into it, like. You know how they do. It might not. Either way, we'll get this drilled through. Right, that's as far as it goes. Now we're on to... That's the end of the pilot hole, like. We're butt up against it. So, I could carry on a bit. I am carrying on a bit, but it's slow going. What I might do is call it that for this end. There she blows. Get that out of the way. Excuse me. What I need to do is put a really good fucking chamfer on this inside edge, so the wires slip over it and don't catch. And I think I might have to use a tool. I'm not sure that this blade's going to get it. Oh, I don't know actually. Look at that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? This blade might get us where we need to be. Oh, it's like fucking woodworking. So that gives us a nice slope. I'm not going to put my finger in while it's spinning. That gives us a nice slope for the wiring to fucking slip in. I don't want to leave the very edge of it. I'm not showing you very well. Let me move you. Hold on. Right. Zoom in. So there's this edge. Sorry for the shitty camera work. I don't want to make this edge too sharp because I don't want the wires to get caught and bite into it. But I also don't want a shelf here. I want a slope, taper like, so the wires can find their way through it easily. So I reckon I'll call it that. We'll spin it round, bore it out from the other end, do the same, and then we're back on the bench. There it is. So there they are in all their glory. I've got to clean it all up, degrease it, wash my hands and get ready to TIG it, but this fits lovely in there, and I can't really show you one-handed. Here we go. Fuck me. Maybe I can, but that sits fucking snug over this. That's lovely. So I'll get that cleaned up, degreased and ready to weld, and then we'll TIG it up. Right, we jumped the gun a bit there with a clean and weld. What we need to do is put the slot for the wires in this middle bit before we fucking weld it in the handlebars. That'd be a real clever thing to do. Then we ain't got to worry about clamping this all up. So what I'm actually going to do is give that all a clean, push that over that and get a tack on each end, and then we'll measure up, get on the milling machine and cut that fucking pocket, cut that slot out. Hey, see? Down there for dancing, up here for thinking. So we've got that set in the milling machine, look, on a V block with parallels. It's all nice and true and held pretty firm. And we've used just a pointer to get off this back edge, and then we've come off the thickness of the tube, so 12.5mm. Sorry, 12.7mm. And then we've, same again, we found this end and we've gone 45, which is off for the 90, which we made it. So you can see on a digital readout that the Y is at 12.7 and the X is at 45, near as fuck it, both of them. So we're dead centre on that insert. Now I need to find, I think it's 5/8 fucking end mill, and we're going to make a slot 24mm long. So we're happy days. So we've got a 12mm carbide slot cutting and roughing out in end cutting hog fucking rough. Right, so again, so we've got a 12mm cutter in and we're going to fucking plunge it away. Come on, baby. And I'm hoping, I don't know how good this cutter is, but I'm hoping it just fucking does it like, which it is, isn't it? Let's be fair, like. So, going through, squiveloo, boys. So I'm hoping to punch this through anytime soon. Come on, you fucker. Smells nice. Like that. So we're through. Yeah. And we'll lock the quill off at that. And now we need to go 6mm either way to make it 24mm. So that's 12mm. Plus 6 and 6, 24. And we need to go 2mm either way this way to make it 16mm wide. 24mm long, 16mm wide. So got my digital readout set at 0. And we're going to go 6mm this way. Might be a bit of a squealer. Oh, it is a bit of a squealer. Hold on. It should be alright. Just take it nice and steady. There's 2mm already, look. So I think we'll be in 3mm. And so on and so forth. So it's just coming up on that 6mm now. So we're going to go 2mm this way. Well, there we go. So it's the 2mm to the side. -1. -2. There. Block that off and then send it back. Like so. And then back towards us 2mm. Come on. Like that. Block that off and send it back the other way. Sorted. Happy days. Give that a blow off. So we'll get that de-ragged and we'll have a nice little slot. Right there, so that's all fucking cleaned and fucking scalloped. That's not the word, is it? Slotted, yeah. And put together and laid on the bench where it needs to be. I'll get some tacks on it and then TIG it up to the best of my ability. Who misses? Yeah, that should do it. Look, so we've got a magnet holding a sprag basically that hold it down to the fab bench. I could put the clamps in, couldn't I, like a dickhead? I've done all that. I could have just put the fucking clamp in, but that'll be alright. Now then, you may have seen that handlebar job and thought, why didn't you just use one piece in the middle of Alpha? Why didn't you just turn that down to 1 inch, you know, and spin the ends down to go into the old handlebars? You made it out of fucking 3 bits when you could have done it 2 bits, when you could have done it out of solid. Yeah. To be honest, it's the weekend and I didn't fucking think, but I didn't want to have to finish the turn surface to a high mirror polish. I got polished bars anyway, and that's hard, that's a con to do. So I'd certainly use something that starts off about right, and go from there. Really, it is what it is. And there we go. That's it, welded up with a slot for the wires. If it fucking focus, you fuck. Yeah. I might need to dress these welds back a little bit. We'll see how proud this is. I'll just run around it with a finger sander, with a belt sander lightly. Again, I'll have to polish it up and all that anyway, but I don't need to make it perfect because that's where the risers go. So we've got a big slug of fucking stainless TIG welded in place and it's gripped by the risers at the joint. So yeah, I think that'll do fucking nicely. Thank you very much. So there you go, yeah. That's just a bit of fucking about over the last couple of days, a bit of turning, a bit of welding. It just leaves me, as always, to thank you for watching. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and a sub. Check out the description, all the bumps there for some really cool channels and the merchandise and supporting the channel and everything else. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'll have a proper week next week. Can't wait. Big love, everyone, and see you soon.